Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Andy from wholesale-help.com and welcome to another episode of Reader's Questions.
Reader's Questions.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I know it's been a few weeks since my last video. I've been off on my travels again. I've been spending a couple of weeks in South Africa, and then we took a mosey on up to Mozambique to see what that's all about. First time I've been to Mozambique, and it is beautiful, let me tell you. And as always, my Amazon FBA business was working hard for me 24 hours a day while I was off enjoying myself. That's how I get to take 4 or 5 vacations per year. Because Amazon FBA allows me to have the freedom and lifestyle that I create for myself. I'm my own boss, and it feels good. So if you would like to know more about my Amazon FBA business, myself and my business partner Lewis Wade are holding a live webinar this Monday evening at 8 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time. If you're not in the UK, you're welcome to come and join us. Don't ask me what time it is in your time zone. Ask Google. You're very welcome to join us. We'll be talking about the Amazon FBA concept, what's involved, why it's so powerful, and how you can build a large-scale international retail business with just yourself in a very short space of time. So if you'd like to know more about how I run my business, then come along. It would be great to see you. The webinar is absolutely free and the link is in the description box below. My good friend Lewis Wade will also be on the call, and he'll be discussing importation from China, how he does it, and how you can ship products directly from China straight to an Amazon FBA warehouse where they will store your goods and send them out directly on your behalf. It's a pretty powerful strategy, and you'll find out loads of interesting information if you pop along on Monday evening. I look forward to chatting with you then. All you've got to do is click the link in the description box below, fill in your name and email address, and you will be sent all the relevant links to get access to the webinar. But enough of this chit chat. It's an episode of Reader's Questions. We haven't done one for a little while, and I think it's about time we get going. Today's question is another one from right here on the YouTube channel. I'm sorry I don't have your name. I grabbed a hold of this question before I went away and I didn't make a note of the name. If it's you, thank you very much for your question. Here is the question. It goes like this. Can you make a video for beginners on how to start with eBay and getting people to purchase, although you don't have not one sale? I'm looking into joining eBay. If I won't be able to make any money until after a few years of doing it, then I wouldn't do it. Well, I agree with you. If you can't make a sale after a few years of doing it, then you're doing it wrong. Yes, if you're starting from scratch on eBay, it is a bit of a slow start. You are going to have to work at it. But if you're prepared to put in the effort, the rewards are there for you. There's no reason why you can't be making a profit straight away. And you can be learning while you're earning. It's a very nice phrase. It rhymes and it makes me happy. The more you do it, the more you will learn, the more you'll understand the marketplace nuances and everything in between. So get out there and start. My advice is to go through your house and find all the items in the loft, in the attic, in the basement, in all those places that you don't go very much, and all those things you put to one side and you don't really use. Find all those items, list them on eBay, make some sales, understand how it works, and start from there. Once you build up some feedback, you'll be off and running. Now, don't forget that you get feedback for buying as well as selling. So people would much rather buy from a seller with 10 feedback than no feedback. So why not try for the first couple of weeks, instead of buying your groceries at your local supermarket, why don't you see if you can get them on eBay? There are all sorts of items you can buy on eBay, and even if it costs just a few pence or a few pounds or a few cents more, it's worth it because you'll get feedback for every item you buy. I'm not saying just randomly buy stuff. I'm just saying instead of buying it where you normally do, see if they've got it on eBay. If you can get at least 10, you'll get your first star, which always looks good, and get cracking with listing your items. If you've not sold one thing on eBay and you'd like some more detailed advice, maybe you'd like to check out my DVD where I take a fresh eBay account from zero to power seller status in my shortest time ever. If you'd like to get your hands on one of those, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can get your hands on one for a very reasonable price of £27.95, and 20% will go towards Cancer Research UK. I'll stick a link in the description box below so you can head on over there and check it out for yourself. So that would be my advice to you. Get started, take one sale at a time, find whatever you can around your house. Maybe go to a thrift store, find some nice looking items that are cheap and resell them on eBay. Just get started is my advice. Make some sales learn as you go, and then once you've built up your profits, you can reinvest them in more stock. And then once you've got a few £100, a few $100, you might think about making your first wholesale order. And once you do that, then you're really making some money. I hope that's been helpful to you and anyone else who is in the same situation. Don't forget, if you're interested in Amazon FBA, we'll be chatting about that on Monday night, 8 o'clock in the evening, Greenwich Mean Time. That's UK time. If you haven't made it onto the previous webinar, then now is your chance to jump on and chat to myself and Lewis live and in person. Link is in the description box below, right at the top. You can't miss it. But until then, thank you very much for watching. My name's Andy Lawrence, and I will catch you on the very next video.